Hello and welcome back to part 23 of Shadow of Mordor. And in this episode, we're probably gonna go and do Power of the Wraith after collecting this rune word.
The word of today is vine.
Probably not, honestly. Specifically, that word doesn't have nearly as many vowels in it as the rune words do. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 vowels.
That's a lot of fucking vowels.
Go rescue the slave.
Yes, yes, alright. Gotta put on my emancipation boots and put on my freedom cape. Here we go.
Unfortunately, I attracted a Caragor.
Oh. The Caragor seems to be a bit distracted.
Oh, and look, this guy is a general with fear of Caragors.
Oh. Oh, the Caragor is gonna take care. Why are you shooting the Caragor?
I don't want to kill the dude. I want to dominate him.
We need to save him from danger, which is ironic.
And success.
Thank God he has so many dialogues for whenever he subjugates somebody.
Yep.
Oh, I love chocolate. Ah, you missed me.
My arm looked really weird there.
Headshot.
Okay.
So now I observe one of the big drawbacks with having to subjugate everybody is that you have to get in melee range in order to do it.
Well, kinda. You don't really need to be in melee range all the damn time.
Well, why did you kill him?
I don't know. I should have branded him. Branding defenders is really nice.
It's so wasteful of resources. Look at all these gains. I'm going to gain you too.
Booth the Elder.
Oh, that guy looks pretty badass.
Not really. I think he's got combat master on, but I'm not entirely sure.
Because I notice a lot of the builds on these Uruks, they're either like really fat or really scrawny. That guy was like that was like the first medium build Uruk I've seen all game.
I mean, a lot of the lieutenants and generals shift between those, yes, but almost all the normal Uruks actually have, mostly average builds. This is us attempting to melee a Caragor. Don't melee a Caragor.
Yeah, if you look directly at it like that, it looks like a combination of a rhinoceros and a saber-toothed tiger.
That's effectively what it is. It's got the same level of armor that a rhino's got, after all.
Oh yeah. So much so that small blades wouldn't even pierce its skin.
Yeah.
Arrows. Well, arrows would probably penetrate. You'd want to hit you.
And unfortunately, the dude I branded ended up killing the piece of the info that I was after.
Okay. So now we're running into the dark side of branding. Is what if they become like the broomsticks in Fantasia and they don't stop dumping water everywhere? It's like, you guys, stop, no, don't kill him, stop. I need him. Listen to me. Obey me.
The artifact is on top of the tower. This is not the top of the tower.
It's so hard to see.
Yeah, that's one thing about looking through Wraith World. Wraith World does not actually have the same graphical fidelity that the detective mode had.
Get back to work.
They turned off the sun. This is not quite as fun.
There we go.
Oh, it's a piece of shit.
Almost all the artifacts that we find in this part, in Act 2 are related to either Lothario and Marwyn's refugees, or Torvin and his brother.
sack it. Don might know where his thief pals are hiding. Strip him down. Take the ring too, and give it to the boss. He likes that stuff when he wakes up.
Super sneaky.
Is there nothing these Uruk will not desecrate?
For them, beauty exists only to be destroyed.
I don't know how true that is, honestly. I personally think that Celebrimbor is just being racist there.
Well, these guys are all ugly, and they seem to have no compunctions with killing each other.
Although that is true, we find that there is a particular suffix that one of the Uruk generals can get, and that's the poet, and the poet and the wise in particular. They actually show some legitimate intellect and mastery of the art form.
Nice. They can create beauty, but then what's the point of being a genius if you're surrounded by a bunch of beauty-destroying morons?
Pastimes.
Hobbies.
Ritual cup.
See? Talion's got a hobby. He likes collecting things.
He collects stuff.
And then he loves learning about these things, especially by hearing playbacks of memories.
Yep. This particular memory is the ritual by which Marwyn had to go through in order to gain the title of Queen of the Shore, or in this case, Shore's Queen.
And when you hold the cup upside down, it looks like a bell.
Yep.
Form gateway to worlds unseen. Spirits of Valinor, hear my prayer, and grant great power new to the Shore's Queen.
I find it interesting that, when all things considered, Lord of the Rings is actually a relatively low magic setting.
To resist the Uruks.
Like there should be more magic in it.
No, not that there should be more magic, but there should be more powerful magic.
They have the powers of telekinesis.
Like, but do they actually have kinesis?
They do, because that's how Gandalf and Saruman fought each other in the Fellowship. Or that's either telekinesis or like force punch.
Well, force punch is effectively kinesis.
They have mind control. They have fortune telling, or scrying, if you will. What else do we have?
Shh.
Oh boy.
The darkness surrounds Queen Marwyn. Ow!
Right.
Fucking flashbang.
Why have you returned? You are not done yet.
How did you know where to find this?
He has shown me.
You haven't told me what you want in return.
Only that you learn what you are truly capable of. Find an orc leader, make him a war chief, and all his soldiers will be yours.
But where am I to lead this army of mine?
Bring them to me, and I will show you.
She wants the army for herself, doesn't she?
He does, actually, but, you know. We're not supposed to know that.
Marwyn said to bring her an army.
We shall not build.
Storytellers usually insert clues in order to at least guide the audience to a perception before it happens.
We will make him serve our cause.
Yeah.
So, they dropped a lot of untrustworthy clues on our friend Marwyn there.
Yeah, specifically the male voice in the background.
Yeah, what? Why?
If you've seen Return of the King, you know where this is going.
And
so
if you've seen Mute,
my question for you is: have you seen Return of the King?
no, but I've seen Pokemon the first movie. And that was Nurse Joy being possessed by Mewtwo.
You should go watch Return of the King. I personally think Two Towers is significantly better, but Return of the King is a good
I
movie.
love Return of the King.
I thought you said you hadn't seen
No,
it.
no, I've seen it. I've seen all three of them.
Captain.
Okay.
I'm just not exactly sure which part you're talking about, though.
When Gandalf approaches the what is the settlement that isn't Minas Tirith?
More than I
Are you?
Is that actually Gondor? Because it's a pretty damn small city. If that's actually
No. Gondor is like the white stone fortress. I think.
No, that's Minas Tirith.
No, Minas Tirith is the place where they go in order to save themselves from being destroyed. Right? Are we? Wait, that's two towers. What? I'm confused now. After dominating a captain, and now you can press to issue a command.
Yes, I can issue commands to have captains specifically attempt to become either fight war chiefs, other lieutenants.
He's on fire.
But first, he was on fire.
All right, now let's talk for a second.
Can't wait to peel the flesh from your bones. Let's get started.
You have very turquoise eyes, Uruk.
Like they're beautiful.
Unfortunately, he's not quite weak.
His mind is too strong.
There we go.
Quickly,
Kill the supporters.
bring us more copies of the tabloids and National Enquirer. We're going to soften his brain.
National Enquirer probably wouldn't do anything to these guys.
National Enquirer presupposes that nonsense is important.
Well, I believe that nonsense is important.
I mean, nonsense has function.
It is done. He's ours.
In fact, some might argue that that's how you solve an intractable problem. You use an unconventional solution like just total nonsense.
Total nonsense doesn't really solve problems, though. Total nonsense tends to exasperate problems. You need a controlled amount of nonsense in order to actually solve significant problems. Brand.
Now lead my people to freedom, while I knock them over.
Well, unfortunately, no. One of the quirks about stealth branding Uruk is that if they're a slaver specifically, the slaves will not actually attempt to flee from a branded Uruk.
Probably because they don't fully understand what's going on.
Yeah, they don't.
I must help Uruk eliminate all those who challenge him.
Oh, so you disobey Grublik? Well, he's going to send his magical arrows down from heaven upon you as punishment.
Come on, Grublik, they're my arrows.
Feel the
Shit, I failed the bonus
Feel the
objective.
wrath of the war chief. Well, this is kind of like Luke Skywalker lifting the throne on which C-3PO is sitting on in order to let all the little creatures know that he is actually powerful.
That is exactly what is going on here. It's just that, you know, we're supposed to stay above him at all times, and for the bonus objective, in order to really stress the mystery here.
Yeah.
And you know, I just decided not to do that.
Well, maybe... No, that's right. They know who you are already. You're the Ranger!
Yeah.
So as long as you stay out of sight, then they won't suspect that you have anything to do with this, because they're stupid.
Right.
Keep above Grublik while helping
Damn
others.
wall is in the way.
Well, how about you get on top of the wall? Or just...
No, we will jump down.
We will jump down and expose ourselves. Beautiful.
and execute all of his challengers. There. And branded. There we go.
To my will, he steers these Uruks of Mordor.
It is totally possible to keep above a Grublik at all times. I'm not entirely sure how, because the buildings are a bit far apart, but...
All right, Grublik.
Here, give me some more intel.
Grublik is going on a tour of the cities. He's visiting his constituents so that they will vote for him in the midterm election.
Almost. I mean, it's more or less he's just exerting his dominant force against those who would challenge him.
Very simple politics.
Those with sharper swords end up having the best words.
Sharper blade and first strike. Yeah.
And there we go. Brand's complete.
Yeah. We did it. Yeah.
Unfortunately, we're not quite done yet. We still have to actually fight Tars.
And in the next part,
we'll successfully we'll finish this mission and fight Tars.
Now that we have our hunter,
Let us stalk our prey.